Hello, good morning everyone. So today I'm Mareta Yela Alpadenta. I will present the material about the needs assessment. Happy watching guys. And here are the learning objectives. So here are why is needs assessment necessary. So confirms performance problem, which is to ensure that a real and measurable performance gap exists before training is implemented. The second one is identifies root cause, determines whether the gaps is caused by lack of knowledge, skills, or ability rather than issues such as low motivation or poor management. And then the next one is prevent unnecessary training, which is avoid investing in training when the problems requires a non-training solution. And then the last one is establish objective, which is provides a foundation for setting specific and measurable learning outcomes. And this is the three main types of analysis. The first one is organization analysis, which is examines the organization's strategy, resources, and environment to determine where training is needed. The second one is person analysis, which is identifies specific employees who need training and determines whether deficiencies are skill related. And then the last one is task analysis, which is defines the task performance in a job and the knowledge, skills, and abilities required for effective performance. Organizational analysis, company goals and strategy, which is evaluated whether a training supports long-term business objective and competitive advantage. And then the available resources, which is assesses financial, human, and technological resources available for training. And then the management support, which is determines whether leaders are committed to reinforcing training outcomes. And then the training priorities, which is identifies which department or functions require immediate attention. Task analysis, key job task, which is identifies the essential duties and responsibilities of the jobs, require key SAs, which is determines the knowledge, skills, and abilities necessary to perform tasks effectively. And then the performance standard, which is defines the level of quality and efficiency expected in task completion. And then the last, person analysis, which is performance gap identification that determines which employees are not meeting performance standard. And then the performance comparison, which is that compares actual result with the expected outcomes to measure the size of the gap. And then the cause of determination identifies whether the problems is due to lack of the skills or external factors such as the unclear expectations. And this is the actors that should be involved. The first one, we have the top management, which is they ensure that training initiatives are aligned with the strategic priorities and provide necessary support and resources. And then the HR or training professionals, which is the lead the assessments process and design appropriate data collection method. And then the managers or the supervisor, they identify the operational performance problems and clarify the job's expectation. And then the employees, which is provide first-hand information about job challenges and skill needed. And then we also have the subject matters expert, SMEs, over the technical expertise about task and required competency. And here are the methods used in need assessment. The first one is observation, which is allow the direct evaluation of employee behavior and work performance in real settings. And then the interview, which is provide the detailed insight into individual perspective, challenges, and performance issues. And then the surveys or questionnaires, they collect standardized information for a larger number of employees effectively. And then the focus group, which is encourage group discussion to reveal a common problems and share training needs. And then the performance data analysis uses objective measures such as productivity, quality, or error rates to identify gaps. And then the documents analysis, they review job descriptions, performance standards, and company policies to clarify expectations. This is the competency models, which is the broader capability which is focused on overall competencies needed for a success beyond specific tasks, and then the behavior indicators, which is include measurable behavior and characterize link to high performance, and then the development support, which is serve as a guide for the employee development and future career preparation. And here are the scope of needs assessment. So the first one is the organization size, which is the larger organization require more comprehensive data collection. The problem's complexity, which is the complex performance issues demand deeper and more detailed analysis. And then the times and researches. The extent of assessment depends on available budget, times, and expertise. So this is the case of identifying training needs using virtual brainstorming at EY. Ernst & Young EY, originally known as the accounting and consulting firm, transformed into a global professional service organization. To succeed globally, its client-facing employees needed a consistent understanding of how to apply knowledge, skills, and behavior to improve profit margins and deliver excellent customer service. Although training programs already existed, their emphasis differed across US and global offices. To create alignment, EY developed a single, standardized training program for all the employees. To determine the key competencies to include, EY conducted virtual brainstorming sessions with 300 high-performing employees from various services, regions, and levels, including senior managers and partners. Participants share best practice for improving margins, satisfying clients, and identifies the factors that cause low margin. Based on these insights, EY developed a multiplayer simulation that provides knowledge and allow employees to practice applying it with simulated clients. After training, partners and senior managers reinforce learning by encouraging application on the job and providing coaching to support skill development. So, for the question, addition to the virtual brainstorming, what other methods could EY have used to conduct the needs assessment? Describe the method, why you would recommend it, and who would be involved. Would you recommend your method replace or be used in addition to the virtual brainstorming session? So, my answer is in addition to virtual brainstorming, Ernst & Young could use a performance data analysis by examining profit margins and client satisfaction scores to identify the real performance gap. This method is recommended because it provides objective evidence to support the training decision. It would involve senior management, finance teams, and HR analysis. I would suggest using it in addition to the brainstorming session to ensure a more comprehensive needs assessment. Thank you so much for your attention. So that's all about my presentation. Have a good day all.